Hello and welcome back to Steady Income Trading live trading session. Today is Friday, May 31st, and we're here with some of our Discord members. We'll be putting on a live trade, but before we do that, we'll check our metrics, and then also I'll just touch briefly on some new updates, very exciting updates to the trading spreadsheet. And you can see here we have a Vega that I've added recently, but that's not the newest thing. I've added also naked put units at risk. This is a measure similar to the notional exposure, although a little bit different. And we keep track here, and then that gets transferred over, and we can see how much money we have, how much in funds in Netlink we have per each unit at risk. And then we can keep an eye on that and set some parameters for minimums, maximums, and whatnot. But this is just another way to measure risk or exposure, and it'll come in handy when we're deciding whether we can add on a new trade ahead of schedule or keep a certain trade past the 60% profit target. And to help us with that, we have here on the left-hand side, I moved the VIX and deltas to the right, and then this one here to show these values. This is a work in progress because we can add more parameters here, but these cells here are connected to this underexposed yes or no. So the idea is here to simplify and make it a little bit more mechanical to figure out if we are underexposed and if we can go ahead and put an early trade on ahead of schedule or leave some trades go past the 60%. Basically, it will flash yes here if the parameters here are met. So in the gray cells, we add our maximums. So each account is different. We'll have some defaults, but then from there you can change the defaults to suit your portfolio. That will help you simplify and make this mechanical process. So these values here are transferred from the last value here. And then if everything is under, for example, if I'm saying my maximum buying power usage is 1.5 times VIX, then if we have here, I'm at 1.3 at the moment, but if it was, let's say 1.6, it would flash no. If any of these is over the limit, it would flash no. If everything is met, it would say yes, and then I could go ahead and put on another trade. Now, it's going to take a little time to figure out what the norm is for each account, because it's a function of the Netlink and of the CAGR target. So it might not be the same for everybody, but we'll talk more about that in our mastermind session, Discord members mastermind session, which goes right after this live trading session. So if you're not a member, make sure you sign up. And once you do that, you also get this spreadsheet and the trading plan. And that's a good way to start, and you can cancel anytime and keep the spreadsheet and the trading plan, but I don't think you will want to, because I'm sure you're gonna love it. Anyhow, let's get started with the trading for today. I already populated these cells here with the delta, theta, VIX, and all of that, and we are perfectly in line to put on another trade. As you can see, our buying power is 18.8 with a VIX of 14.4. That's fine. We are good there. Our delta is 0.19. So it's getting higher. Obviously, with the market going down, our deltas are going to be increasing, but that's still acceptable. And Vega, we monitor it, but we are not currently managing it. We need to first see how our portfolio responds to different Vegas over time, and then we can start maybe to incorporate that into risk measures. But for now, we just monitor it to collect data. Let's take a look here. Now, I know a lot of people, YouTubers, when they do trading, they go and they analyze these charts and then they decide on it. I don't do that. I occasionally glance and, obviously I want to know what's going on in the market roughly, but I don't really care. By all accounts, this looks like it's going down, but for me, it's 50-50 for the next tick and the next day, and everything else is 50-50 more or less. And I don't try to judge that. So if my parameters are in line, I'm putting on another trade, and market might well go further down and down over the weekend, but it might also go up. I don't really care. So I'm not going to be analyzing these charts. So just pointing out what it is. Let's take a look at the MES. This is our instrument of choice for the moment. If the account is larger, we can start thinking about ES, but for right now, MES is perfectly fine. And as a reminder here, my weekly target premium is around $1,000, in the neighborhood of $1,000, and we like to do 2 to 3 trades per week. So depending on what market gives us on a given day, we're looking anywhere between 400 and 600 in premium. So let's take a look what we can get. And again, with the VIX 13 to 15, we're looking at delta of around 12. And so we'll go to 112. We're looking for 12 delta. We can go either one of these two, because we don't have 12. We have 113 and 111. So let's assume we do 3 trades as usual. And that will give us 513 on this one, or 457 on this one. We can go either way, but 510, that would be nice. I think we can do that. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can close this one. That's 3 trades. Let's go here to activity. You know the drill. We have to go back and get a little bit less in order to close the trade. So 33.75, and then if we go here, 33.75 times 3, and then times 5 gives us 506. The times 0.2 gives us around 100, and then minus a little bit of commissions. We're looking for $90 in expenditure for PDS, and we want to do that in a little bit shorter expiration, let's say 77. We go around 30 delta, and let's just see if we go for 75. No, that's 93. That's not bad. We could do that. Just spend a couple bucks over, get 100 wide at 30 delta. That's not bad. I think we'll just go ahead and do that. Let's see if we can get it for this price. And if not, we'll go. Oh, actually, perfect. We got it. And let's just go ahead and record that, see where we stand, and we go to YOTS. This is going to be trade 72, MES, today's date. This was, VIX was 1443. Delta was 12, was it? No, was it 12 or 13? No, it was, let me just double, I think it was 13. Let me just see. It was 13. 13, yeah, it was 13. Okay, so 13 delta, and the strike was 47.50. 111 days, and we got 33.75 for that for 3 of them. So that's on that. We go here. See, this is really easy. It takes literally a couple of minutes to do your trading with this system, and you don't really have to put too much thought into it. I'm trying to make it as mechanical as possible, and leave a little bit of room for discretion. 51.25, 51.25, and then that will be 50.25 in a 77-day, and we paid for it 18.75. Did one of them. All right, that's on that. We go back here and take a look at the main page here. This is obviously transferred from the last trade, and that gives us next trade scheduled for Tuesday. and we might as well go ahead and check our metrics. See, I like to leave them to change them after putting the trade on, so we have the metrics as of final, recorded final metrics. So next day when we look at them, we can see what the change was. Let's say the VIX jumps a certain percentage, we can see how that affected our trades. So 142.75, 142.75. Vega minus 883, minus 883. Buying power, it's gonna be a little bit higher, probably 20 something, 20, let's see, 21.8, 21.8. Notional is now 1167, and our units at risk is 3.3. And that's about it. We can double check here. So delta is getting a little bit higher, 0.21, which is still fine, but obviously we are getting on the upper bound or where we want to be. And buying power is still fine, basically 22 per unit of risk, a little bit over 20,000. So we want to establish the value here that we'd like to see for each unit at risk. And it's going to take a little while, but we are getting there. So we are not underexposed. So when this is red, we wouldn't be putting any trades ahead of schedule. And that's all I have for now, unless there is any questions. We're going to go back to Discord, and I'll post a link shortly for our mastermind session. Have a fantastic weekend. See you all soon.